Hello everyone, my name is Commander and welcome to this episode of League Center for February 9th or February 29th. I'm recording this on March 9th, but this is the League Center for February 29th, 2020. I got sick sometime in between last recording and this, and it's been a mess, put it that way. But I'm going to keep the dates correct. We're talking with Pippo, coach of the Wooloos. You'll see. And we're going to cover some league stuff. I'm going to talk about the Nepals Championship. You're going to see a live replay of that, or a live commentary of the Nepals Championship. And then we're going to talk with Pip, and we'll get into who's next and all after that, which I'm recording as soon as I'm done with this. I'm recording the interview for that and that episode as soon as I'm done here. It's crazy, put it that way. So, without further ado, let's talk some league stuff. So, UDL Season 8 playoffs. At the time of me getting this has changed. But Cookie beat Jay, who lost to Daddy. And then Beats beat Yellow, who lost to Zorus. Divinity beat JJ, who lost to Avon. And Knight beat Derp, who beat Pip. And we'll talk with Pip, and you'll get to see that replay later on in the video during his interview. There's more stuff that's happened since then, but I will get that hopefully this Saturday. I will be talking. There will be another episode of League Center. I'm hoping to get all this done recorded today, which is Monday, because I'm teaching Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I won't be able to be at my setup. PSR stuff. Roush is currently number 1 in the league. His only loss is to me. And I tank hardcore, but we'll bring it back. You'll get to see. We'll talk about that next episode. But Amoeba, Sun used to be, the Tampa Bay Saucebucks used to be the number 1 seed in the Johto division. Right now they're not. Think about that. And then we have North Florida Knights, who've yet to lose, but I believe they lose because, Roush has to be first somehow. The Geno with only 1 loss. That Sinnoh division's weird. It's 4-1-4-1, 1-4-1-4. Anyway, VDL stuff. It's tight in the Chester division. Everything else is pretty loosey-goosey. Mount Silver playoffs. Some people to keep in mind. Jay is seed number 24. He was the last person to get in. Brain is seed number 10. We'll be watching for both of them come next week. Also, Ian. Ian is seed number 3. The electricity. We talked about him last week. BBL stuff. That's what they have right now. They're having issues with their dock currently, so I might not cover a BBL next week, but I've actually taken over for a BBL coach because Aaron asked. And so I am. It was a close game against Derp. You'll actually see that replay next week, or Saturday next week. You'll see that replay. It was a really good battle, in my opinion. Some league other stuff. Auction Battle Circuit. You can tell how far behind I am. This was set to show This was set to show during Nacho's episode. Oh. You can still join. Jay's just waiting for people to show up. And then there's some more leagues that you could potentially join. I mean, this was also like 2 weeks ago. And then from Nana, the middle tier league is open up. Go join. Nana's awesome. What more league covered? Maybe not join. Well, join the Discord, but maybe give me like a 2 week like mailing list, about as long as the Canadian Postal Service. And yeah, so we're going to show the live com. We'll show the interview with Pip, and we'll catch you there. Right on turn 1, I got this. So welcome to the replay section of League Center. We get some Nepals finals here. We have Pythons that we'll be watching versus Daddy. They are clicking away. Also, that special attack drop was kind of an oof. And gonna get it again. Jeez, and on the Volt Switch. So Gardevoir is gonna go down for the Python side, but that Rotom is down quite a ways. And there's Stealth Rocks on the other side. Ferrothorn's going to come out. The potential to Razor Leaf is strong here. There's a Melmetal we got to worry about if you're on the daddy side. Lucario is going to come out here. Blaze Kick's an option. Not going to lie. Blaze Kick is an option here. I don't know if it's a good one. Blue the Lucario. It's going to be a Meteor Mash to try and raise attack. It's Life or Body Press, and Lucario's going down to Daddy. Melmetal comes out here. He's got Acid Armor. It's an interesting play. This could be a problem for Daddy because that's a lot. But Iron Barbs and Leech Seed's coming out. That's a very smart play by Daddy here. And a Protect, that's also smart on the Body Press, which would have definitely killed him. And now it's not. Body Press does not kill here. Do you switch out? Do you switch out if you're Pythons? I kind of think you don't have anything to switch into is the problem. You have nothing for this. Ferrothorn. Besides, yeah, Acid Armor. And Spike's coming out for whenever Araquanid and Reunitas comes in. Togekiss doesn't really matter. You're just going to Acid Armor up, try and one-shot this. So the goal is... Oh, Rest! That's a good play here. Is it Resto Chesto? It is not Resto Chesto. And it's not Sleep Talk either. Interesting plays by Pythons here. So waiting for the Sleep. Spikes are coming up. This should be a Protect. It is not a Protect and a one-shot on Body Press. So what comes in here? What comes in on a Body Press? Primarina. Honestly. It's going to be Necrozma coming in here. This has to be like... Focus Blast has to hit here? I think Focus Blast has to hit here. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of spikes. There's Leech Seed. You could also click Protect here. It'd be good. Earth Power comes in and lives on 2, and it's going to rest. That is not good for Daddy. It's a switch into Araquanid all of a sudden on the Earth Power, which it will take really well. And a Toxic on the Araquanid. That's also good. And a Mist Toxic on Pythons. Toxicking the Rotom here. It has to be a Thunderbolt. Or do you switch into Melmetal? You can't really switch into Melmetal. Do you switch, or do you just... I think you take it. Nope, it's a switch into Reunitas. That makes sense. On a Pain Split, that was a good play by Daddy there. On Pain Split. I kind of want to know how Pain Split hit, but I'm not going to ask. Shadow Ball. That was a great play by Daddy there. Into the Togekiss. I mean, Togekiss potentially has speeds if this is Scarfed. It's going to be a Volt Switch. It's going to do a decent amount of damage. Rotom can't come back in. But Gigalith can come in with Sandstream. Air Slash. Oof. This is an oof. I mean, what do you do? Melmetal. Melmetal is your only play here against this thing. I mean, you kind of have to. What could Togekiss even do? Yep, it's a switcher to Melmetal as expected. On a heavy slam that does nothing. Switching to Necrozma. It's asleep. You know, why didn't Daddy run Nightmare? Earth Power, that's a good play. On the defog, that was a really good play there by Pythons, but Toxic's coming out. I'm surprised Daddy isn't running Nightmare. That would be really good. Well, I guess he wouldn't know that it was a rest, no metal. But still, imagine predicting that and running Nightmare. It's going to be switching to Rodham here on a failed Thunder Wave. What's Rodham going to do? What do you switch into here? Togekiss, like, dies to Volt Switch. Do you switch back into Melmetal and, like, take a bunch of damage? Araquanid and take a bunch of damage? What do you do here? What do you do if you're Pythons and you're down very much in the finals of Nepals? To a team, I mean, 2 of Daddy's Pokemon have yet to come out. And it is a Volt Switch. It's going to live on 2. I think this is a switch into Gigalith. It is a switch into Gigalith here. I don't know what he's using. He's using a Roost. Smart play by Pythons here. Roosting. Toxic's going to be an issue. Yeah, Toxic's going to kill here. Yep, switching to Melmetal on a Stealth Rock. That's really good. Togekiss is done. Fast asleep. And Rodham, sack Rodham to the sand. Necrozma's coming out. A switch into Togekiss. That kills Togekiss. Toxic's going to finish it off. On an Earth Power. What do you do? Araquanid come in. First impression, I guess? Yeah, Primarine is the play every time. Rest. Double rest. Interesting play here, but no Chesto. Calm Mind's coming up on the Primarina. Yeah, that's a definite. This is GG for Daddy. Sub as well. Calm sub for Daddy here. Toxic, but it fails. Moonblast is doing half on an Infestation. He's gonna Calm Mind again for safekeeping. Infestation, that sub's not falling away. Calm Mind again. Daddy just, throwing the handicap around. Another Calm Mind. Yet to break the sub. One more Calm Mind. Still yet to break the sub. Moonblast. And probably Surf or Scald to end off this Melmetal. Sparkling Aura. And that's game. Daddy is your Nepals champion. We will be talking with him in a couple weeks about this. So stay tuned. Next up, we have to talk with Pip on some UDL. So I'll hand it over to me in the future for me recording this, and we will talk with some Pip. And we're back for the interview portion of League Center. We are joined by UDL coach Pip, who made it to the quarterfinals this year for the UDL. He is the UDL Season 6 champion. And so, Pip, how are you doing?
Hello. I'm good. How about you?
I only like a week late, but that's fine.
That's fine. Cool.
So
we have some time to let it settle.
Oh yeah. So I want you just to start off with the UDL. I know you're done, which is kind of sad, but just talk about how your UDL season went.
Honestly, it has been probably my most enjoyable season in pretty much any league, I think. It was really fun. The games were really fun. The draft that I had, although not fantastic, like utility and power-wise, it was really fun to use, really versatile. And, new meta, like the reduced move pools kind of helped with getting some more creative sets in play. It was really enjoyable, and it was a good season. I think it's one of the very few regular seasons in which I get first place, which was nice. Bit lucky, but we take those. Yeah, it was good.
Okay, and just talking about just the season in general, are there any games that you Like, what was your favorite game during the regular season?
Ooh, there's a lot of them. I think uh, I think my favorite game was probably my first game against Knight, in which I feel like I played really well. There were a lot of like 50-50s, a lot of bluffs, and a lot of things that could have cost me the game, but they didn't. And the prep was okay. It wasn't anything too good. But it worked. It was clutch. It was a 1-0. It was closely contested. Knight made sensible plays, which kind of helped me with my order predictions, I suppose. So yeah, that was really nice. I suppose let me check the other games. Oh yeah, I'd like my game with Avon to be less haxy, because I thought that the matchup was there, and it could have been really nice to see the more creative sets on both sides, but it wasn't to be. Overall, it was a really enjoyable season as a whole. Like, not any particular game was bad. Actually, the first game was kind of bad, but it was all on me. I just misplayed terribly. But yeah, overall, really, really, really good season. Really enjoyable.
Okay. And speaking of your team, what was so? This is kind of getting to Gen 8 meta sort of deal. What was some of your favorite mons to use this season? That
Um, Indeed, definitely. It's like if you see the MVP race, you'd assume High Dragon was just carried my team. But High Dragon was, we knew that it was going to be good with the new set of moves and with all of the versatility offensively. It just has this role that gets the kills and gets the wins, and it's really enjoyable to click buttons with. But in DD, the fact that you get both versions, both the female and the male variant, the terrain, although nerfed, is still really strong. I slapped the specs on it, like, I think like 5 times out of 9, and you just click psychic, and people usually don't have enough dark types to take psychic, so you just click the move, set up the entire team with just existing. It was really fun to use.
okay. So some more general UDL stuff. Who's your prediction for this championship?
Um, okay. By game 2, I was completely sold on Avon just winning the whole thing. His team is fantastic. His plays are always like the correct plays. But the thing is, transfers happened. We know how unstable the playoffs are. So honestly, it's anyone's title at this moment. You see how clutch Knight is in playoffs. Zors has been having an amazing season overall. But I think my money is still on Avon.
Still on Haven. Okay.
Yeah, it's this combination of a really bulky team that can only be beat with setup, and then you throw a ditto on it and you just wreck all the plans, unless you're cooking and you just red card boosters the boost away. But yeah, it's just really tough to prep for, and it punishes every misplay. So you know, I'll go with Avon.
Okay. And before we close, any last thoughts? Any plans for other leagues you're currently in right now?
No, I'm not in any other leagues. To be honest, I'm kind of scared of the time investment that it would get to be competent with the new mons and the new move pools from home. So I'm just happy to have like this first hand experience of Gen 8, and then if I don't know if UDL season 9 happens at some point, I'll be happy to join. But I'm not really I don't really have any immediate plans as far as leagues go.
I see. Well, I thank you for coming on. Next week, I'll be interviewing a non-UDL coach for the first time, but that will be fun. So that's all for this episode. Thanks for joining us, Pip. We will catch you next time. All right. Sorry about that quick cutoff. I had to go run a class. Next week, or Saturday next week. I'm kind of on a delayed schedule right now. Gino, coach of the Rail Jump Tower, Tyranitar is one of the best people in the Pokemon community. A Pokemon Coliseum speedrunner is going to be joining us. We're going to be talking Gen 8. It's going to be a long interview. Gen 8 stuff, PSR stuff, why Roush is weird, all the sorts of things. So this is just a quick interjection, and we'll catch you with Gino. And then after that, I will give you the go-ahead. Daddy is going to join us the week after, talk about a Nepples championship and a really good run in the UDL. And some BBL stuff, because that's a thing. So that's all. My name is Commander. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please comment down below, and we'll catch you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I don't know.